Hello, and welcome to Another Home Sold, a show about Wellesley real estate, where you hear from the experts everything you need to know about selling a home, buying a home, and maintaining your property. My name is Steve Verdelli, and I'm a realtor with Caldwell Banker, Wellesley's #1 real estate firm for the past 25 years. Today, we are very lucky to have Katie Doonan on from Broker's Personal Assistant. Katie, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's a very busy time for you.
Spring market has sprung. It is busy.
It is. Katie does something very special, which is floor plans. And sometimes they are listed on MLS and sometimes they're not. Some agents prefer to do them, some agents don't. I would never do a listing without it. A floor plan is an actual floor plan of the property. It's not a blueprint. It's not something that is stamped through the town, but used strictly for marketing purposes. And we're going to show them a little bit later on the show. But I think it gives people a much better idea of what a property is actually like rather than just flipping through pictures. But before we get into that, Katie, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I live in Needham, where I've been for, I think, about 25 years. My husband and I have raised our 2 children there. One's now out of college and the other is in college. And quite a while ago, over 16 years ago, a very good friend and I decided we wanted to start a little business. So we started Broker's Personal Assistants in about 1999. We took turns going out on our appointments to measure homes. One of us would stay home with our then young children, and the other of us went out and did the measure, and then we would trade off the following day. And the business really took off, and about 2 years into it, she decided she wanted to become a broker. You know her, Beth Regan, my very dear friend who is with your agency in Wellesley. And she became a broker, and the business has been mine now ever since 2000.
Wow. So this is 2 moms with little kids thinking, what can we do to make some extra money?
Yeah.
And this is like, powerful moms.
Hey,
making
absolutely,
it happen, right?
Yeah.
So what exactly is the floor plan? Talk me through this. How does this all happen?
The broker will call me. We'll set up a time that's convenient for the broker and for the homeowner. I go to the home with my sketch pad and my pencil and my tape measure, and I walk through the home, sketch everything that I see, show how the house lays out, all the rooms in relation to each other. I open up every closet I see, every door, note all the windows and all the details, the built-ins, the fireplaces, the appliances, sketch it all out. First floor, second floor, sometimes a basement, sometimes a 3rd floor. I'll leave the property and go on to the next one.
Now, do you have an architectural background?
No, I do not. I do not.
This is self-taught.
We, Beth and I taught ourselves how to do this over 16 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you've mastered it. So after you get home with your sketch pad, and now I know, because I've watched you do this before, you're using the tape measurer, and you've sketched it all out on your graph paper. Then what do you do when you get it home?
I sit down at my computer and I use a CAD program, a computer-aided design software, which anyone who's working in architecture or engineering or floor planning would use. And I sit down and the computer program assists me in creating onto a PDF what I have sketched. And it will spit it out in like an 8.5 by 11 format. Once it's all done, I then send it to the broker for review.
Now, is this CAD program something people can buy anywhere?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. And that's how Broker's Personal Assistant was born.
That's how it was born, yes.
And how long does it usually take to do a floor plan?
Depends on the size of the house, of course. The smaller the home, the shorter my time inside. I've done floor plans in 20 minutes. Usually it's about 30, 40 minutes, again, depending on the size of the home. Through the years, I've had occasion to do really large homes, and sometimes I'll be in a home for close to 2 hours. So it just depends.
You're really getting every nook and cranny and
right. I mean,
built-ins.
Right.
Yeah, sloping ceilings, all that kind of stuff.
And if it's multiple floors, sometimes I'm invited into a home that has an amazing finished basement, a 1st floor, a 2nd floor, and then even a finished 3rd floor. And if it's a large home with lots of detail, it takes time.
Now, those are all the living spaces. What about non-living spaces, or such as like crawl spaces used for storage, basements, attics? Are those included in floor plans, or how does that all work?
Right, it depends. My job is to make every listing shine. So the broker and I will frequently discuss what he or she is looking to have done. If they want a basement to be included or not, it's totally up to them and up to the homeowner. So yes, I'll certainly go down and do a sketch and include a really fabulous finished basement on a plan, and sometimes even just an unfinished space. The broker would like to show that. Attics, if they're finished, we'll put on a plan. I like to show storage wherever I can. People buying a home like to see what kind of storage is available. And of course, we like to feature decks, patios, anything extra that makes that home special, we want to show on the plan.
Which actually brings me to my next question, outside spaces. We have a lot of homes here that have, guest cottages, detached garages, sheds. So those are all can be encompassed in the floor plan as well.
Not so much a shed probably, but certainly a detached garage that might have a room finished above it. We'd want to show that. If there's a guest cottage, certainly, absolutely. A special at-home office that might be separate from the home, we would show that. And again, it's up to the broker and owner. If the broker would like me to include it, we'll certainly include it.
And this is really showing space within the house. You're not getting into, and bathrooms, but you're not showing where electrical wiring is.
No.
You're not showing where plumbing is.
No.
This is strictly for a marketing purpose.
Right. I mean, you mentioned before the difference between what I do and a blueprint. A blueprint is, of course, an architectural piece that will show all of that, where the systems are, et cetera. This is marketing. This is to help go along with the pictures for a listing, and it helps people see when they see multiple homes on a given Sunday perhaps, and maybe they can't remember how many they've seen and the different features. It helps to have a floor plan in addition to the photos, but it helps to have the floor plan so that they can see, oh gee, that house had the beautiful patio or the French doors to the living room or whatever, and that's where a floor plan is really helpful.
And what is the typical turnaround time when you're doing a floor plan?
2 days. 2 days. So if I'm there on a Tuesday, you'll have it on Thursday, delivered via email as a PDF file.
So you deliver it to the broker?
Yes.
Who can then share it with the owner?
Yes.
Review it. And then at that point, we give it the okay. You put your broker's personal assistant PBA logo on MLS, the multiple listing service. So that's up in the top right-hand corner. So when people are looking at it on MLS, they can click on it and see the floor plan.
Right. Yes, exactly.
It's really great. So you brought a couple of floor plans here for us to take a look at. Let's
Yes.
go over these. These were actually on my listings.
Yes, of course.
The first one here is 16 Wheeler Lane in Natick, and I loved this because this really encompasses what you said about putting the deck on the first floor in the 14 by 36. That is that's because the deck was huge.
Oh yes, really large.
And the beautiful sunroom here, which was off the kitchen. Now, sometimes, and I know you've been very helpful with me, if I don't know how to name a room, you always have a suggestion, such as the sunroom here, or Florida room, whatever they'd want to call it.
Right.
And then you really get into detail here with the kitchen, where the burners are, the sink, dishwasher, and it's kind of hard to see, but if you blew it up, you could see DW, dishwasher.
Right. I try to show as much detail as possible. I mean, that's the point of these floor plans, so that a buyer can see as much as possible and could envision, gee, my couch could go here. Oh, that's a skylight. Gee, that's nice to have. You want to show every detail you can, which I think just helps. That's what the brokers want to convey, and it helps buyers to envision what this home might mean to them.
Yeah, and I mean, this is not to be used for that, but they can actually visualize possibly moving a wall, taking a wall down. We're not saying what is supporting, what is not supporting here.
Right.
But that's something they can talk to their contractors with and their architects. Yeah, this was a great one because you did the pool here, or the deck here, which leads out to the pool and the sunroom, the two-car garage and the porch. This was a great one. You also did 40 Londonderry Road for me, which was a 4-bedroom cape, which was interesting because on the second floor, I never even noticed this. There were drawers, built-in drawers here.
Yeah, I try to note those as well. Capes frequently have drawers like that in the eaves, and wherever I can note them, I try to do that as well.
So really, any type of unusual built-in or anything like that, you're trying to mark whatever it is that's around there.
Yes, absolutely. If the broker would like me to.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice home. It was had a nice feature with an extra bathroom in the lower level, which of course you want to always note where we have an extra bath.
And I love the fact that you always note too where the utilities are located.
Yes.
Water heater and the little burner or
For the furnace.
furnace symbol, which is really helpful for people.
Yeah, and this home also had a very large storage area.
Yeah, which was great. But again, the mudroom, great sunroom, detailing where all of the appliances are in the kitchen. And then this one was a big one. This one was kind of unusual. 15
Yes.
Pine Street, because there were 2 separate stairways.
Yes, yes, lovely home, as I
3
recall.
stairways, actually.
Yeah,
3
yeah,
stairways.
lovely. Quite large, too, deceiving from the front. That's another way that floor plans can be helpful. Sometimes from the front, or the pictures don't really capture how large the house is. Houses can sometimes be deceiving. So a floor plan is helpful in that regard as well, for
And the
people to
pictures
see.
can be deceiving too. Wide angle lenses. But this was great, and I love the fact that how you you indicate on the stairway up and down. For instance, family room going down, family room going up, and then into the basement. Which was great. And then again, built-ins, washer, dryer, furnace, sink, washer, dryer, not kitchen sink, laundry sink. Very helpful.
Yeah.
In every doorway as well. And what I really like is that you show which way the doorways open.
I try to note that. I really try very hard to get that accurate, which way the door swings. I think that that's really helpful on the
Oh
plan.
yeah, that can be a very big deal. Even here between the dining room and the kitchen, you have because I know that was a pocket door.
Right, pocket door.
And you're sort of, the crooked door there indicates that it would be a pocket door. No, I think that's great, and I think that you're very detailed on this, and I think that that's very, very helpful. So we talked about the turnaround time here that it takes you to do this. And how many floor plans roughly do you do in a year?
I think upwards of maybe about 250. Every year's different.
Wow.
It depends. Yeah.
So you've been doing this since 1999.
Yes.
So share with us, what are some of the changes that you're seeing in homes now that you didn't see
Back then?
back then?
Yeah, wow. I'd have to say really, really deluxe master baths. Some homes really, they've just gone, they're beautiful with skylights. And what I'm seeing a lot of these days, within the past probably 5 years, is not so many spa tubs anymore. I'm seeing a lot of really oversized showers and no tub at all.
Yep.
I'm seeing really deluxe outdoor spaces. Beautiful grilling stations that almost look like a kitchen. And I'm also seeing some outdoor TVs, which I had never seen before. Outdoor patio living is very popular around here, even though we don't have as many long, nice warm summer months as we'd like. But when we get outside, I guess people really want
We
to
really want to capture that.
really have it. Laundry rooms on the second floor are still very popular, and I'm seeing really tricked out ones with lots of built-ins and sinks and whatnot, sometimes extra washer dryer. And mudrooms, still, mudrooms are a big thing. They continue to get nicer and nicer as I go into some of these higher end homes with a lot of built-ins, custom-made drawers, and really quite large mudrooms. Those are some things that I'm definitely seeing
That's
that are
interesting.
different than even just 10 years ago.
Yep, yep. Basements, are you seeing more finished basements than 10 years ago, or?
Probably, yeah, that's probably fair to say. Again, every home is different. Price points, of course, dictate how nice a basement's going to be. But I have gone into some basements that, honestly, you'd think it was the first floor. I mean, just really incredibly beautifully done basements.
Yeah, nice. So if somebody were selling their home on their own,
Yes,
which really we don't advocate,
That's
but
right.
That's an option, somebody could contact you directly to have this
yes,
done.
they certainly can. I have, through the years, done some floor plans for owners, but by and large, I'm working for brokers. Absolutely.
Right.
But yes, homeowners can contact me.
Katie can be reached at www.brokersassistance.com, and her cell is 781-635-6440, and we will have all of her information on our Facebook page. Katie, thank you so much for coming on here today.
Thank you for inviting me. This was great.
Absolutely, we love to have you on anytime. Thanks for watching today's episode of Another Home Sold. My name is Steve Verdelli. I'm with Caldwell Banker in Wellesley. If you're considering buying a home, selling, or relocating, I can help you out. I can create a comprehensive marketing plan to get your home sold quicker and for more money. I can be reached at 617-922-4714. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Another Home Sold. Thanks for watching, and remember, home is one of the nicest words there is.